Hi, Valeria.
Hi Oscar, how have you been? I have not seen you in a long time.
I'm doing very well at the moment. Thank you so much for asking. And how have you been?
Yes, well, everything good. Also, I have been really busy with work on my English course. Well, Oscar, did you see the food fair that took place recently at Costa Verde? I think it was called Perú Mucho Gusto, if I remember correctly.
Oh, nice. Yes, I saw that a lot of people went.
Yeah, way too many people. And Oscar, tell me, have you noticed any food trends in our country lately?
Yes, vegetarian food.
Oh, tell me more.
I've seen that kind of food everywhere in commercials, on social media, in the newspaper, everywhere. Well, I think vegetarian food is good because it's good for your health and also raises awareness about animal abuse. I think Peruvians do like vegetarian food since you can find very depending on the establishment and the area. And you, Valeria, what kind of trend have you seen lately?
Um, well, one big trend right now that I see is plant-based vegan Peruvian cuisine. For example, a lot of chefs are reimagining traditional dishes like, for example, lomo saltado or anticuchos. In this case, using the plant-based ingredients. And I think with that, it's interesting because Peru, is so well known for using plant-based ingredients. It's meals and seafoods in this case, but no, there achieves toward more sustainably health options in this case. Personally, I think that it gives people more choices in that cases, and especially those who are vegetarians and vegan people. And honestly, some of the plant-based dishes are used flavor because Peruvian cuisine relies a lot of on spices and textures in the dishes, and I think people seem to really like it, especially in this case younger folks in Lima or in Cusco, for example. And I think too that health conscious people and those who cares about the environment are really into these trends. Also, in this case, tourists are often looking for healthier, for unethical options, in this case of foods. So I think it is smart move in this case by restaurants. And Oscar, tell me, do you believe in food trend job or are they just marketing?
I think there's some true in both. Some trends come and go quickly, like colored everything, but others stick because they match what people really want or need. Ads can influence people, but in the end, the food has to be good.
That's fair. Speaking of restaurant in itself, do you think the food in our town is worth the price? Is overpriced?
In general, yes, especially if you go to local spots instead of the super touristy ones. Some places might charge more just because of their location, but usually you can find high quality meals for a fair price. My favorite dish is ají de gallina. It's very delicious, creamy, spicy, and comforting.
Yeah, I like Ahiraina too, but in my case, and well, recently I love, well, it's obviously ceviche, especially the classic cream with corn and sweet potato and Peruvian, so it's general, it's the answer general. But yeah, I think some cevicherias in this case are overpriced, especially for tourists, and still the freshness make it worth it in general.
Have you ever had a really good or bad food experience?
Oh, yes, once. I had a student anticuchos, I remember in Arequipa. In this case, they were amazing. Smoky, gravely, grill, and super cheap because it's bought in the street. But I also had a bad experience, I remember, with undercooked chicken at the touristy place here in Lima. Uh, for me, got fourth position, and I have never again.
Oof, that sounds rude. I had a great experience at a small vegan place in Cusco. Their quinoa risotto was unforgettable. Who knew quinoa could taste that rich?
Yeah, right.
Mm,
For me, it's exciting to see how Peruvian food keeps evolving while still keeping its, in this case, roots.
I think the same, Valeria.
Yeah. Well, Oscar, it was a pleasure talking after such a long time. And I hope we can meet up and maybe try one of these popular food trends nowadays.
Okay, yes, I hope it happens soon. Goodbye, Valeria. Bye bye.
Bye, Oscar. See you. Take care.